Hello everyone and welcome to Relationship Sales Bootcamp. This is our introductory video on recruiting the gatekeeper. And in this module, I'm going to be teaching you 3 powerful techniques you can use to build rapport with the gatekeeper. I've used these techniques personally in the field and have grown a book of business in my market from 0 to over 7 figures in just under 3 years. And these are some of the techniques that I use to get me there. So before we begin, let's start by talking about just exactly who the gatekeeper is. Well, the gatekeeper is the first point of contact between your prospect and their internal customers. So the gatekeeper not only greets external customers, but they're also engaged with the internal clients inside the office or place of business. So depending upon what type of business that you're calling on, there may be several hundred to several thousand people in a particular building or location that you might be trying to get in touch with. And the gatekeeper is going to be the first person you see on the way in and the last person you see on the way out. They're usually an entry-level employee with less experience or training than the teammates within the organization. So they've typically not had as much education. Oftentimes they're there to starting out to learn a position and engage with the teammates. They oftentimes are underappreciated or underpaid despite the fact that they have tremendous power to impact relationships of both the internal and external customers. So why do we want to befriend this individual who's not very high up on the food chain, so to speak, doesn't have a lot of authority directly with customers or to make decisions? Well, for one, the gatekeeper can either be a formidable adversary or a wonderful advocate. If the gatekeeper likes, knows, and trusts you, they'll stick up for you. They'll be happy to see you when you come in. They're happy to give out your name to people. In many cases, the gatekeeper may end up becoming a client at some point in the future as they learn the skills of the setting that they're in and they become more valuable. Sometimes they start in a gatekeeper position and then later on they're moving up to a position where they're making decisions or interacting with clients, and or they may move to another location at some point. They may pop up on your radar again at some point when they're going to be able to be a good relationship. The bottom line is that you will never know the extent of the gatekeeper's influences. So don't leave it to chance. You don't know who that person knows, what their real relationship is. There'll always be sort of a fog of war that goes on. And if you have a great relationship with the gatekeeper, good things can happen. It certainly can't hurt. But if you have a poor relationship, it can only hurt you. So now let's get into the 3 techniques that we're going to be talking about in this module. They are scratch off lotto tickets, gathering use intelligence, and my personal favorite, the big bag of swag. Scratch off lotto tickets. They are low cost and fun. They sell them at every lotto outlet, every retailer, every corner gas station or convenience store will sell them. You can buy them for as little as $1 a piece. They have theme ones and different strategies and techniques. So come Christmas time, there'll be plenty of Christmas theme ones. Come St. Patrick's Day. Come Halloween, there'll be all kinds of Halloween themes ones, so on and so forth. So you can vary what you're presenting to your prospect every single visit. They are a great opener to the conversation. So you walk in the door to your prospect's office, there's a gatekeeper sitting there or standing there looking at you, and you can just simply announce, I'm here today to try to make you rich. They are a great personal branding item. I don't know of anybody else in my particular market that's doing anything like this. So you become the lotto ticket guy, the scratch off guy. Everybody looks forward, hey, he comes in, he brings these things, maybe today will be my lucky day. The scratch-off ticket is just the beginning of this technique, however. So what I always do is carry with me a large, gaudy silver coin. You can use a $50, a silver dollar. You can buy a silver round from a local coin shop for about $15 or $18 or $20. It's got some heft to it. It's different from what's in their pocket or purse is the point. So when you hand them the scratch-off ticket, you also then turn around and hand them, hey, wait, whoa, don't scratch it yet. Take my lucky coin to double your chances of winning. Ha ha ha. So now your prospect is, let's say they've come around the desk to greet you, or they've tried to sort of hedge off at the pass. Well, now they're holding in one hand a lottery ticket, and in the other hand, your lucky coin, your property that they're going to have to give back to you so the next person can use the lucky coin. They have no choice but to come over and scratch the ticket off. Now, while they're scratching the ticket, you can use this time to gather information for the next step. Take keen observations, what's on their desk, look for pictures, intelligence, things like that. We're going to talk about that in just a moment here. So they're scratching the ticket off. You can comment on what's going on with the ticket. You can say, hey, I had a $20 winner there. It buys you some canned conversation time that you can engage with your prospect. While that's going on, maybe somebody else from the back comes out or walks by the office. Offer them one as well. Tell them to wait for the lucky coin. Maybe they'll invite you back to their desk to sit down. It's going to leave a fun and good impression. And who knows, maybe they win $20 or $40 or $10 or $5 when they do it. Do you think that might leave a good impression? It only costs you $1 per ticket, and it makes a great impression. One quick caveat. I also make sure to tell them if you happen to win anything substantial, like think over $20, hey, there might be some cash value or compliance issues with that. Do me a favor, fold that thing up, put it in your purse or pocket, and don't say a word about it. Moving on to gathering and using intelligence. We want to gather as much information as we can conversationally about our prospect without being pushy or creepy. We want to document everything we can learn in a CRM or client relationship management software. So take a look around like I just said a minute ago. Maybe they've got a sports team all over their desk, or pictures of their children or a pet or a loved one. Try to engage them with some of these things that you're seeing without being pushy or creepy. Make it organic, make it conversational, but listen and pay attention. If these things are on their desk, it's because they're important to them. We're going to talk in other modules about how to utilize this information later, but just a couple of quick examples. Maybe you see some photos, some wedding photos. Maybe this person just got married, or better yet, engagement photos. Something will tell you you can create some sort of personalized connection with the gatekeeper to help further your relationship and build rapport. Maybe the person is expecting, so the next time you stop by, maybe you have a maternity gift of some sort, like a $5 or a $10 gift card from Bye Bye Baby or something specific. Again, just be observant, be conversational, collect the information that you can in front of them. Make sure you also use software to collect information like a contact email, phone number. You can use this information later to build rapport with EMS or MMS. These are other things we're going to be talking about in other modules that are available here on the site. So we'll get into some of that stuff later. All right, last, my favorite, the big bag of swag. This is by far my favorite, most effective tool at both getting past the gatekeeper, getting them on my side, all at the same time. So what I have is a large canvas bag with a solid top, frame, and dividers in it. And you can pick these up just about anywhere. Look to a website, 31gifts.com. They've got the specific model that I use now, but anything will work. You want to go big on this item. Some peers of mine use a small one, and it just doesn't have quite the same impact. You walk in, you got this big bag. You look like maybe you're delivering pizzas or something like that, so maybe that kind of puts the gatekeeper, okay, well, this is something, we're welcoming this. Then they see it's not pizza, but what's in the bag, it gets their curiosity piqued. You fill this bag up with any number or combination of snacks, treats, and promotional items. So pens and sticky pads and things like that with your name or logo on them, business cards, highlighters, all kinds of desk and promo or tchotchke types of items, and then also fill it up with all kinds of snacks. Put all kinds of chips and granola bars and things like that. Mix it up. Make note in step 2 where we're gathering information. If there's something in there that they didn't like or that they were looking for in the bag, hey, make sure it's in the bag next time. So a great way to, hey, just here, you're not here to sell them anything. You're not trying to be pushy. You're not trying to get them to buy from you today. You just got a big bag of goodies, and you like to make sure that everybody gets an opportunity to take care of it. Now, here's the key. A gatekeeper that has been successfully recruited will often escort you through the organization, providing you're respectful and not disruptive. So there's many accounts I walk into where they'll just let me have free range of the account. Oh, it's the guy with the big bag of goodies. Hey, just go right ahead, go on in. If you've got a reputation for kind of being wary if folks are on the phone or have clients in front of them, but go right ahead and pass out whatever you want. You'll meet every single person in this office using this technique often, or you'll at least make an impression on them. And the funny thing about the big bag of swag, when I first started doing it, I thought, oh, it's going to kill my budget for all these little chips and snacks and things like that. I actually use fewer promo items this way, because rather than trying to guess what people might like, they pick what they really want. And if they pick 2 or 3 items, big deal. Let them have it. It costs you nothing. What does a bag of chips cost if you buy in bulk at Sam's Club? 25, 30 cents? What is that prospect's time worth to you for them to give it to you? What is that gatekeeper's time worth to you? If you can get their attention and leave a good impression, it's a very, very wise investment. So that concludes the 3 powerful techniques to recruit the gatekeeper. Thanks for listening. Hey, start putting these techniques into action today to make more connections. I promise you, it's going to lead to more top-line revenue. While you're here, please check out some of our other courses that dive deeper into many of the things we touched on. Have a great day. Now go sell something.